Hey guys, Yuyukirby here with another episode of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. In the last episode, we explored the rainforests and walked in the park, met Shaza and Ranger Ken. This time, it's time to go do a shipwreck. I don't know if platypuses are native to Australia.
Full of
Yep, it's time to explore the Great Barrier
friendly
Reef.
natives and inviting sandy beaches. It's a beaut spot for a swim if you know how.
You can easily tell what we're going to be learning in this stage, considering how it's all swimming. And the first thing we want to do is actually head to the back and actually get these two pictures. There. Those are actually kind of easily missable, even with the rings. With the rings that you need. So I just always will take those two out. We bounce on the beach chairs to get some opals. And head on to the back to jump onto one of these two to grab the first ear. So let's follow those. Oh, let's go back to grab those opals.
Ty, mate, good to see you again.
G'day, Rex. You saved anyone today?
Funny you should say that. Elle went for a bit of a swim out near Danger Spike.
Danger Spike? Where's that, Rex?
It's a nice little spot, not too far from Shark Reef.
Yeah, and?
Well, anyway, she's an excellent swimmer, but she hasn't come home yet. I'm starting to get a bit worried.
Struth.
I'm on lifeguard duty, so could you have a look for me?
Well, I would, mate, but I can't swim.
Tell you
Where's
what,
swim trunks?
I'll teach you. Follow me. When you're in water, press the bite button to dive, then tap the jump button to start swimming.
Okay. Wish me luck.
By the way, those boomerangs of yours won't work underwater, but I got a prezi for you that'll fix that. These are aqua
The
rangs.
water's so
I
HD
found
that
them
we
in an
can't see
old
the aqua
shipwreck
ranks.
years ago.
I'll
They cut
look in the
through
water
like a hot
when we
knife
actually
through
do
butter.
that.
If you can dive under the water and grab them, well, then they're all yours.
So let's go and do that, because we actually do need the aqua ranks. Bite to go in. See, there are the aqua rings.
Good one.
Mass jump on.
The aqua rings work like regular boomerangs, but you can only use them underwater. Oh, and one other thing. You're not a fish, mate, so keep an eye on your air supply.
Yeah, thanks, Rex.
Taking
Use the
damage
aqua ring to
also
hit the
takes
switch.
air. So it's
It'll open the
kind of
shark
like
door
Mario
so
in
you
a
can
sense.
be on your way.
Sweet.
Anyway, like Rex said, aqua rings are the only things that work underwater. Now it's might as well be a time to actually introduce this. We have a quick select. We can't really do anything, but as you can see, aqua rings are not a part of it. Ty will automatically swap to the aqua rings when he actually dives in water. Speaking of diving, if you do the air bite, you act over water, you actually will dive. Which actually is a very cool thing to think. Anyway, the opals, snacks.
Great work, Ty. You've learned how to swim and use those aqua rings. With a bit of practice, you'll be a champion swimmer just like me.
You beauty.
This is my good mate. She'll show you the way to Danger Spike. Good luck, mate.
Hey, Ty, you can swim faster by tapping the jump button to gain speed. Let's go find Elle.
Alright, so following the opals will take you on the path to it, but there are a lot of stuff that actually that are out of the way. This actually is kind of an annoying stage because of that. So, this one, yeah. So, instead of going back into the water, we're going to go and explore what we can around this area. This, and I'm sure you guys already saw that cog. So jump up to here, and we'll do some jumping to go grab it. So jump up these for gear number 2. Dive back in the water. And we'll jump back up to above here because this one is easily missable if missable. The reason I will show you in a little bit. Because there's actually 2 of these, and if you're using a guide to help you, you might have made a mistake and realized, oh, I already grabbed that one. No, there are 2 of those. Now, real quick, go to map. Map is actually pretty decent about showing you the dive spots. So honestly, use that if you're not sure. Anyway, we go into here. Actually, nah. We'll go grab some more. We'll go grab some more orbs. I can grab all 3. I don't know why I said orbs. Opals. We'll go and grab the rest of these on the island, and then we'll do a little bit more swimming. But we also have stones over here. Anyway, there's that. Yeah, there are only opals, certain number of opals that are out of the way. Select all of these. And we'll go down to this. But we also see this. There's also another thing to do. If you get too close to the mines, they will blow. These fish work similar to boss bass, only they don't kill you. Anyway, we saw a glowing seahorse, so...
Oh, dearie me. My sweet little angels have wandered off exploring. Now I can't find them anywhere. Please, can you help me?
Yep, so now we need to find the 8 seahorse children. Luckily, they're all basically in this part of the stage. Their voices are annoying, and this is what will happen when you're having to grab children in this game.
Thank you.
Like, god damn. Like, some of them say weird shit like that. Like, we just let those guys drown, by the way. That's how those guys die. We drown them. Jerk. Like, no joke, just watch their animations after they get hit by an aqua ring. Like, seriously, it's like our ring shot the it's like our ring shot the snipped their air cord. Like, holy crap, that is dark. Did I get one over here? Yeah, I did get him. You can actually take the kids back to the seahorse named Aurora. Yes, after the Disney princess, I believe. No, I'm kidding. This is the name they picked. Yeah, there's the other one. Make one of those guys drown, and there's the last one. And there we go, all 8 kids. We'll explore that when we actually return them. And there we go.
My babies. My precious babies. Thank you so much, little orange fish creature. How can
We're not
I
a fish,
ever
we're a
repay
Tasmanian
you?
tiger.
Hey, I know. You can have this sparkly rock I found in the sand. All right.
And with that, now return to that hole we saw while we were returning the kids. Because that's where some more and easily missable thunder eggs are. We'll sort the rest of this part when we're actually out of it. Anyway, follow this and come up here. Jump past here for a big geyser. Line yourself up with a platform using your glide ability to help out. And we have these opals to acquire. Slowly acquire them. Luckily, these aren't what this is for. Well, they are, but yeah. I wish you could grab stuff with your rings. Cool. And there's another cog, so hop across these platforms to acquire it. Okay, now there is that landmass, but we're just gonna break those 3 crates. Now this stuff is quicksand. I'm going to show a demonstration. If you step in, wiggle your stick constantly. Alright, you see that little hole, but that's not what we were looking for right now. Dive it down here for a 1-up. Dive down in here for some very easily missable stuff. Here we find the ship we saw in the cutscene. Swim on over to the There's a hole in here somewhere. Oh wait, am I too low for the hole? This is actually very annoying one because like the hole is at a very annoying spot that you need to hit. There it is. There's that hole. Jerk. Alright. Use Ty's view to aim to hit the switch. Even though Ty is the size for the hole, he cannot swim through it. Instead, we have to use the door like the common person. Jerk. No, other side. Anyway, enter here for another Thunder Egg. This is actually very easily missable, and I always forget this one a lot. So, let's surface over this side for a few opals. Climb up this for some more and a cog. Yeah, see, the ship's always hard for me to remember where that button is. It's just, I think that's why I don't like it. Anyway, collect this to get magnet. And oh, okay. I did not want to do that. That's kind of why I don't like the fact that Tide is not trying to just slides to a stop. Luckily, it's not that far from where we were, so still don't mind ship swimming back. We also missed some more, some opals. I don't know why I keep calling them orbs. They're opals. I also could have sacrificed the life if I grabbed that, but I didn't, so I wouldn't have been sent back here. Good thing I didn't decide to die. Alright, so climb up this mountain. Just for another mag power up. Break these boxes. And climb up the rest for the first super free thunder eggs. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just pop up and bam. Thunder egg acquired. And now, ooh, wait. Alright, another Bilby. Right over here. Also forgettable. Over there is a one up that you can actually just go and get. There's no other reason to go this way. Like there's no Thunder Egg, there's no Bilbies, there's no opals, but there are some of that stuff over this way. Pop these 3 Frillizers. Pop this. Now this quicksand is very fast. We also cannot make it in time. That's where these tokenuts come in. Now you might hear them sinking. They do not fully sink. They're like big enough to not sink, or coconuts sink slowly. I don't know coconut anatomy. I've eaten coconut trees though. Those are actually pretty good. Especially with chocolate. Those are really good. That's what I'm talking about. I wish I were in a place that had those. I miss them. Anyway, over here we actually can find another Bilby. Which the other 2 aren't actually needed. Like, I don't know why those 2 platforms there, considering you could just bounce on them. Hold on. No, I think we got everything in the next section. Well, we'll see when we actually reach the end. Alright, so, back on the mainland, we have a few more chests with opals. And on the other side of this is another cog. Grab for your 6th. Or for whatever, I'm just going off for me. Now let's go return to the past. Get this.
Careful, Ty. These eels look pretty nasty. Follow me.
You can easily just swim fast to bypass them. Anyway, quick little detour. For another Bilby. That's Bilby number 4. And now it's back onto the main path for the rest of those opals.
Hey, Ty. Stay out of the way of those sharks. They're big meanies. Press the action button to swim into the cage. Press the action button again to swim out.
Luckily, the sharks do not kill you. And you're also kind enough to put air pockets and opals into each one of these cages, except for that far one over there. I have no idea what the point of that one is. That has literally nothing in it. Like, I'll show you guys. Not sure why that didn't hit me. Like, see, there's nothing in here. What is the point of this shark cage? Jerk. Oh, luckily we have air. Honestly, my recommendation for this, because the sharks can get pretty fast, basically line up with where you want to go, and then mash the square button as hard as you can. Now we jump up here for another button. You need to be very close. There. Pop that, and you're in the section of for Danger Isle. Your sealer's fin actually will not follow you into here. She will only go from the first cave, from the starting beach to here. Anyway, we have a lot of stuff to actually get before we actually go and start here. So hop up onto this, dive back down. Idiot. Hit this switch to get those platforms moving, and then climb up them for a golden cog. Dive down, back down in here. Oh, I was pressing A button. I don't know why. We're gonna ignore Danger Isle itself, at least that part of it for right now. I just won't do some movements. I think there's some boxes over this area. Yep, and there's also Bilby number 5. I don't think there are some. I do. Yeah. No. All right. So there are no boxes here. Head over to head over to here, where we have the orb fountain, the opal fountain. But we only have 227. Break over these for 15 more opals, and bounce up these for another dog. I don't know why I said dog. I don't actually use dog a lot. Just keep rolling up if you get to that situation, because eventually you will do that. Anyway, now that we have almost everything, now we can go climb Danger Peak. Hopefully this should have the remaining 55. Well, there's 15, so that's good. That's just 40 left. So let's hope it has the remaining. This has the remaining 40. I'm not quite sure where the others would be. I always glide just to be on the safe side. Okay, we're good. 25. $20. 15. Hey, all 30. And there's Elle. Safe and sound.
Hey, Dal, how are you?
Yeah, good. And what about you?
Let me guess. Rex was worried about me again?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't he a sweetheart? Well, I better get home so he stops fretting.
Righto then.
By the way, I found this on the way. Want it?
Thank you, Elle. But before we go do that, climb up here. Of Golden cog number 9. I do not remember where number 10 is, so we will actually go and do that. But since we completed the main mission of the quest, it's time to do the race. Yeah. Elle will basically, whenever you complete the main mission, Elle will be here. She's not talkable.
So, Ty, are you up for a race? See if you can keep up.
So this time our race is against Rex. Now he actually is super speedy underwater, but he is slow on land. Right, I recommend basically using your speed on land, your faster speed on land to actually do it. Also dive in the water when it's time to swim. Dive when it's time to swim, and you will get a speed boost. And you will also almost always make it to the end. And you will almost always make it to the thing. Graciously, they got rid of the sharks. Yeah, like I said, Rex is actually super speedy on land, so do not be scared because the race ends at the top of the peak. So if you're actually worried, oh boy, I don't think I can beat him, you're good for the end. Rex does not have a flap, he will just basically long jump over it. I would recommend you stop to see, but it's not goofy. It's just literally just a jump. So, I did it so you don't have to. And there we go. Race completed.
You little ripper, you fair dinkum beat me. I've trained you well, mate. My swimming coach gave this to me when I first beat him in a race. Now I want you to have it.
Gee, thanks, mate. Cool!
And that is almost every single orb. The only one we are missing is the opal fountain, right? Yeah. Just wanted to just double check. So let's dive back into the water. Yeah. That's also as I also wanted to test that. I was willing to risk a life. Yeah, does not have fall-based damage. It's just pure one. Oh, you hit the ground. Here's one. And with that completed, we've gotten all the Thunder Eggs of the this Bly station. So let us exit the level and see what Julius's machine can do. I mean, surely we don't mind ending the episode with getting the Thunder Egg, getting the talisman. Surely nothing will go wrong.
Jolly good, Ty. You've collected enough Thunder Eggs to power the machine.
We just need to finish the second stage and one of the first, and the third.
Outstanding! Simply outstanding! The energy levels are off the scale, and yes, I've got a lock on one of the talismans. Stand back, Ty. It's coming through.
Nice. Uh-oh. You didn't think it was that easy, did you? Nope. It is time for our first boss, Bull. Take him out. It's literally just like you have to play literally a bull handler. Wait the last moment and he will crash into one of those rock portals. If you move out of the way too early, he will slow down. He will not finish the crash. You have to basically wait for him to get close. It is kind of dangerous because they don't really have any health to use. Oh, now he's doing ground contact, which tapers off after if you're a good distance away, which is kind of lame. Ah, dang it. I was actually hoping I moved fast enough. And there are more than enough to actually get him. And slamming him into a wall does nothing. So focus more on leading him into pillars. Oh, now he's actually doing another attack. I'd rather hit that than actually take a hit, so. God, dang it. Alright, one last thing. One last hit. Can I get away in time, or will I end up losing a life? Oh, no, he is shooting bug balls. Dang it. That's died, but it's also instant respawn, it costs life, but that's also... I swear to God, that just sounds so gross. I really want to know what the noise they use for rollers are. But that is our first talisman. So that's 2. We each have there are 3 left.
Well done, Ty. You've retrieved the first of the ancient talismans. When Boss Cass discovers that we are out to thwart his plans, he will do all in his power to stop you. Be careful, my friend.
She'll be right, old-timer.
Struck me lucky you actually found the talisman. I just might have bet on the wrong horse. Anyway, mate, Julius has got a present for you at his lab.
Yep, that is the first talisman done.
I've made a most exciting discovery. The talisman machine is brimming with excess energy from the Fire Thunder eggs. By diverting that energy to my special hyper-techno boomerang maker, I can make special elemental rangs. Watch. Simply smashing, I present to you the Flamerang. You beauty! Yes, this rang can start fires and melt ice. It even has a more powerful effect on some enemies. To select it, use the previous rang and next rang buttons to cycle through your collection. It will aid you well in your quest. Now, go try it out.
So, we have a new rank type, the Flamerang. But that's not all, since we have at least 15 cogs.
Oh my! You found enough golden cogs, haven't you? These will be perfect for my latest invention. I call it the Cogulacious Boomerangerous Extrapolator. Ty, it's a machine I designed to create cutting-edge techno rangs. Oh my! This is very nice. It's a Zoomerang. The Zoomerang has a built-in telescopic aimer. Press the Ty's view button to activate it. Use the movement stick to aim and the camera stick to zoom in and out on enemies for greater throwing accuracy. No worries. To select it, use the
And just that. Yep, we have 2 new rangs, the Flamerang and the Zoomerang. But you notice there are 2 separating the Flamerang and the Zoomerang. Wonder what those will do. Anyway, that is it for this episode of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. In the next episode, we'll be doing a little bit of exploration in Rainbow Falls, not a whole lot because we don't actually have everything we need. And we'll see what our new flame rings can do for us. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all next time.